Now, here's another hotkey I created as a quality of life feature. As I was reading the backlog of this webcomic, I found myself constantly editing my bookmark to update my progress. I decided to make a hotkey which would grab the current URL and copy it, open up my bookmark to edit it, paste in the new URL, jump to the index number at the end of the URL, and increase it by 1. This way, I would save the bookmark of the next page as opposed to the page I had just read. So how much time did I spend writing this hotkey, which was meant to save me about 5 seconds? Hours. I could not find a reliable way of accessing bookmarks, and it took a lot of trial and error to get it to work. Now, there are over 3,000 of these comics, and they're still being published, so in the long run, hopefully I'll break even on the time it took me to write the hotkey. But this brings us to our next lesson. Lesson 6 is a caution. You can spend way too long trying to solve a problem with AutoHotkey. So, before you go to write a new script, you really need to think for a moment. Is this worth the savings in time? A good rule of thumb is to consider the ratio between how often would you use the hotkey and how much time it saves you. If you use it constantly, it's worth it even if it only saves a few seconds at a time. If you don't use it as often, it had better save a lot of time for it to be worthwhile. And sometimes, you won't know if you've been wasting your time until you're an hour and a half in with 20 browser tabs open, trying to root through form threads and software documentation, because if you give up now, it will have all been a waste. So yeah, don't fall prey to the sunk cost fallacy. Catch yourself and hit the eject button.